Oh, why is my... There I am. Hello, Juan. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you got a gift sub last night. I don't know if you saw, but somebody, I believe, I can't remember if that was Buffalo or Sadie who got you, or not Sadie, Buffalo or Bailey who got you that sub. Who was that got you the sub? It was one of Buffalo's. So yeah, welcome in, welcome in. You'll notice I am in PNG tuber form tonight. That is because I am not at my PC, per se. My chair is off to the right of me. I sit ready to rock and roll in the racing simulator. It's iRacing time tonight. And we're going to see if I can tame the track that is too tough to tame, otherwise known as the Jewel of South Carolina, Darlington Speedway. Let's see if I can get the game to work here. Yeah, you sound different? A little bit. My mic is a little further away and I'm sitting in a bit of a different position in the room. So, I'm also feeling really good tonight. Like, I'm happy. I feel good. I'm upbeat. I'm ready to rock and roll. So it's nice to be feeling good. I got a little more energy behind my voice, I think. My voice is finally healing, which is nice as well. So, let's get rid of these, because I can't race in any of the B-class stuff yet. So, what's been happening behind the scenes? Let's show you my licenses. I'm C, Rookie, D, and Rookie. I don't really do dirt road, sports, or formula. I'm mostly an oval racer. That's what I like doing. So, because of that, you'll notice I have a C-class oval racing license. That is about to turn blue. I think blue. What's the color? No, it's about to turn green. Not blue yet. Blue is A-class. So that little license right here is about to go from... Because they go red, yellow, green, and blue. And mine's about to turn green at the end of the season. We're week 9 of 13, and when Season 3 drops up here, that license will turn green. I have met my license requirement. When that's green, that means you're ready for season promotion. So I'm very happy about that. I'm excited, and we're going to be stepping it up tonight. And we're going to be trying to run... Where's it at? Oh. What is this? Oh, I'm eligible for this. Oh, I can't race, but I can run practice sessions. Cool. That's cool. All right. Well, so we're not going to be running that. Let's run both of those, please. All right. So where are we at? Here it is. Maconi C-Class in the NASCAR Truck Series. So let's go for a test drive. I should already be set up. I was testing this a little bit last night, making sure everything was working. This will also let my game work properly. Any full screen application, go. Alright, let's see if I can get this PC to load this game up for me here. I'm also going to get some music on in the background, because why not? I feel like some rap tonight, I think. Methinks the rap will be good. Premium. I think not. I'll just keep my ads, thanks. Oh, that's copyright-free crypt. I don't want that. I want this one. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I am excited for this. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, there it goes. Well, that was weird. I've never seen it load up like that. Yes, it worked. Let's go. Welcome to Darlington Raceway. And welcome inside the Sakata Racing Division NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Chevrolet Silverado. Let's give this thing a little rev. Sorry, gotta love the horsepower. Let's see how I do with the old girl tonight. Darlington is a rough racetrack with a very bumpy surface. So the trick to this is being able to ride high without hitting the wall like that. Also, exiting the corner without looping the car is tricky. So I need to find a way to drive this car fast, but in control. Alright, come on, car. I know when I was in an open lobby last night, just seeing what... I couldn't race in the lobby. I wanted Ah! See, Darlington's a weird racetrack. It's bigger at one end and smaller at another. So the turn 1 and 2 are way longer than 3 and 4. But when I was in a lobby last night, 28 seconds was like a fast time. That's what the best of the best seem to be running. So, whoa, yep, just like that. That was a 30. So that was not a good lap. And it's shit like that, that's why. Gotta find a faster way around this track. I think I'm fine in 1 and 2. It's 3 and 4 that I'm getting messed up on. Just a little love tap. That wasn't bad, though. So if you ever hear anybody in NASCAR call a right side, like just a right side wall scuff where the right rear paint's worn off the bumper, ow! Hi, Bunny. Thank you for the care package. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Thank you. Oh, I forgot to get a drink. I'll have to go get some fluid. Thank you for lurking and to stretch. I can't stretch since I'm on the sim right now, but I will stretch as soon as I have to reset the car from inevitably wrecking. Hope you're having a good night, Bunny. Thank you again for the care package. I second guessed it. I gotta learn to be a little more comfortable on this track. My entry speed on this track is difficult to master. You've got wheel damage. Of course I do. That was my fastest lap, really? I hit the wall. How? See, I'm not being aggressive enough in 1 and 2. And that's hurting my exit. But I also need to be more aggressive, or less aggressive in 3 and 4. Keep it high, keep it high, keep it high. Too soon. Got down off the banking. No good. Come on, car. Might be the best turn 3 and 4 I've ever had there. Shame 1 and 2 sucked. Running high, running high, running high. No, 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 don't get the back end loose. Yep, right there's what I was afraid of. Lock it down, lock it down, lock it down. Alright, yeah, I need to reset the car. I've pretty well wasted the tires at this point. It's not a good way to learn. Ah! I mean, I did good with keeping the damage to a minimum, but definitely stove that right front end a bit. That's unfortunate. Alright, let me get the stretch here real quick. Man. Oh, God, I'm sore. All right, I'm going to go get... I forgot I got to go get a drink. I'll be right back. Back in a minute. Hi, Crash. How you doing? Sorry about that. Caught me going to get a drink real quick. How you doing tonight? Whew. All right. Let's give this a try. Here we go again. Shit. Well, that didn't go very well. What happened? Felt like I was good in 3 and 4 there for the first time. And I know the back end just kind of stepped on me. Yeah, it messed that front up pretty bad. New character again? Nope. Same version. This is just a PNG of me. So, since I'm on my racing simulator tonight, I don't really have a camera set up to be able to run my normal full motion 3D model or even my live 2D. So this is a PNG version of me that was drawn by the amazing Psychotic Kitten. It was kind of a gift of sorts. So she was very kind to draw this for me, and it's kind of... it's basically me, but in her art style, which I quite like. It's very cute. I like it. So not necessarily new, just a new artist doing the artwork. How's 240 doing? It's good. Satsuki is up at the shop at the moment. Most likely she will be getting the front end torn off of her here in the next few weeks. I have a person who might be interested in trading my front clip for their front clip, and they have a Sylvia, so I could get the parts I need, but I will have to deface my car to get them, unfortunately, so... Come on, car. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited, so... That got very loose very quickly. Why? See, that's where I don't understand why this thing gets so freaking loose. I can't just drive it through the corner. The back end always wants to step right there coming out of the corner. Garage. See, there's only like 2 laps and my tires are already going really bad, really fast. Chassis. Oh boy. Alright, what do we got here? Oh. Interesting. So left rear is positive. Makes me wonder if I just cut that in half. I'm going to give that a go. Let's see how that does. Okay, what else do I want to mess with here? Oh, wait. Maconi, I think, is fixed, isn't it? Yep. Done. Is this? It is. It's fixed. Shit. Alright, well, whatever. Let's give this another try. Maybe I won't try that 10-15 race. I'll just get comfortable and go for the 11-15 race instead. You know what I mean? What we got here? Yeah, there's one at every 15 and out. The 15 of the hour, so. Hey, welcome in, Raiders. Thank you very much for the raid, Sadie. I appreciate it. Let me get you a shout out here real quick. Thanks, Sadie. Appreciate the raid.
I am fucking tired. Okay, the last run I did was 3 minutes and 53 or 3 minutes and 52 seconds, which annoyed me because there's like several areas that just has track and I couldn't go for the potential racing lane.
Thank you for the raid, Sadie. I appreciate it.
No problem.
I get being tired though. Trust me, I just finished playing 9 holes of golf with my mom. That was fun but tiring for sure. Although we did do really well. My mom and I went 1 under par tonight, so that was nice.
Nice.
And I actually won the long putt contest. They had it on.
By how many yards?
Well, not yards. We measured putts in feet.
And how many?
I don't know, but I drained a 25-footer for birdie, so that was our one and only birdie of the night.
Hey man, mine's fun.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it, so.
Is your truck division going out right now?
This is it's just, whoa.
Your Ross Chastaining.
No, this is Darlington. You have to run up on the wall to get any kind of time on it.
Okay.
The banking is progressive at this track, so.
So it's a softer curve, but a more smoother edge, basically.
Kinda, sorta. Well, this track's different at each end.
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, this track's different. One end is bigger than the other. The radius of turns 1 and 2 are like twice that of 3 and 4. It's lopsided.
That is weird.
Well, when the guy who built. Go ahead.
Is it basically like an SS kind of layout where there's like a? How can I best describe this? A screen cone layout.
Kind of, yes. Punch up track map, Darlington Speedway. or Raceway. I don't know what the hell they call this place.
Darlington Raceway.
Yeah, okay, Raceway. Shit.
Yeah, it's reverse ice cream cone. Yeah, I called the ice cream cone layout because we had those in Gran Turismo 2. And, yeah, there's a certain breaking point that you have to do on turns 3 and 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Probably, the highest you're probably going here is like 150. And then on the braking zone on between turn 3, you should be going just about 110, 115, and then build it up from there.
Pretty much, yeah. It's the problem with the track is that with the progressive banking, if you're not right on the wall, you're not getting the maximum banking, and people can drive a lot faster. That's why, okay, somebody like Kyle Larson is amazing at this track because the man lives to run the wall. Not Michael. I was thinking Michael Waltrip from back in the day because he loved the high line too. But people like Michael Waltrip and Kyle Larson excel at Darlington Speedway because of its lopsided nature. And the fact that it's got the progressive banking. I struggle. I like to run the apron. I drive like Tony Stewart. I want to be right on the apron of the racetrack. I do not want to be pushing the limit of riding the wall because I have a tendency to miss my mark by just a hair. Ow.
Why don't you do it like Gordy and do apexing?
Well, that's the fast way around this track, but I'm still learning how to do it.
Oh.
The fast way to do this is to diamond it. Start high, enter low, drift high. See, hit the wall. Damn it. I can't quite get the track mastered. And you can't get the drive off of the corner because it's freaking truck series. So this thing's so fucking light in the rear end. As soon as you go to dive, the car washes.
Maybe in turn 1 and 2 you could probably wash it off just a little more. Because you look like you're high throttling it way too much.
Well, yeah, if I don't let out of the gas, if I get into the gas too much, the car will loop on me coming out of the turn. This thing is like Drift City USA trying to hang on to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like. Ever tried to just
right there?
Ever just tried to momentum and feather it? Yep.
That's the problem, and there's no warning. It will just walk. Like right there. See, what the hell?
This.
It just does that. That's what I struggle with this freaking game. I can't drive it down into the corner. I'm not on throttle when this car lets go.
You're not on throttle and it's still like a fishtail.
It wants to drift even when I'm off the gas. It's like, how are you supposed to drive a car that wants to drive? Okay, I get it. When I'm on the throttle, you can't be too aggressive in the corners. I get that. But it's like I am in a low gear, I'm under 6,000 RPM in a truck series car on slicks, and the back end wants to slip while I'm off throttle. Like, what? I get if I get a little into the gas a little bit too, right there. Ah, collect it.
No,
Damn it.
I know what's going on with it. It's your suspension, right? And you can't modify that, unfortunately. It's homologated.
It's fixed,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, so...
I have to learn to adapt to the car instead of the other way around.
Well, okay. You see those lines on the road?
Yeah.
I think the dead line's going to be the inner black line.
Unfortunately, no. I wish you were right. But okay, if you ever watch Cup Series race, no, that's the bottom of the track is that dotted white. That's the lowest you'll ever see anybody run.
No. I feel it. I see it. But I'm just saying, the moment that you step within that black line from the inside is that, like right now you're skidding across this outer black line, right?
You talking like run this path?
Yeah. There's like...
Shit. See, you can't get the exit corner, right?
Yeah, you can't. but you're not supposed to even do that exit because you have to remember, like you said, you have the diamond, correct?
Yeah.
So that means maybe on mid corner start apexing, and
That's
then
that's what I'm
it's gonna be
trying to
hard.
do.
It's hard. It is hard.
Yeah, because I've been trying to learn how to drive this, and it's very, very difficult to try to figure out exactly how it
Because
goes.
okay, you see those lines on their track, right? Each line over there represents a different grade.
The what?
The lines on the track on the corner represents a different grade.
Yes, exactly. That's why you want to try to be up in that high one.
But if you really want to diamond it, sometimes probably by the middle of turn 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, you can risk a couple of grades out. Hang on a second, let me just switch connections.
Okay. Crap. Welcome back.
Okay, I was saying, you want to switch the lines up between turn 1 and 2. Maybe go a couple of degrees inward, but that's the best thing that you could probably have when it comes to that, because it looks like, unless you run like 500 laps and figure out what the hell is going on, because how much time do you have before you can just wander around and screw up 4 promotionals?
What do you mean, like, time? What?
Well, I thought events over there have a has a specific time when the event starts, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm not entered in anything. I don't have to race.
Okay. So, I was gonna ask unless you could find a better line right now, I would like to say that stick to the outer line and sometimes dip into inner black line sometimes. Between turn 1 and 2 and 3.
The fastest guys I saw in the B-class lobby were hitting the white, drifting high like this, waiting, and then to drive off they'd come out low and about right there. But I can't do that at speed. I can't seem to get it. You have to be so fucking precise. I can't seem to do it first try. Actually, why was that legitimately...
What's your force feedback on your wheel?
I don't fucking know. I don't even know how to check.
Because that one you need wheel feedback. Because if you can't feel...
Oh no, I can... The thing is, I've got force feedback. And it's strong. Like, I have to... The wheel isn't, like, agonizingly hard to turn, but it takes a conceded effort to turn the wheel. It's strong enough, I can feel it. But the, when the truck back end goes, there's no warning. All of a sudden, my steering just goes light, and the back end comes around on me so fast, I don't have time to catch it. Because I have force feedback. You can see it up there on the right side. See how the top red bar under F goes red?
Yeah.
That's the force feedback. Anytime that's green, I have a light wheel. Anytime it's red, I can feel it. It's pulling strong. Ah. Right now, I'm holding against it. Ah.
I'm just calculating a lot of things in my head right now.
You're good. Ow.
Sorry, I'm gonna go airhead mode the moment that I answer this problem.
What do you mean go airhead mode as soon as you answer this problem?
The wheels are constantly turning. The wheels are constantly turning whatever slope you're grading on. But on the turns that you're taking in which that the wheels are currently going as fast as they're turning into. Basically, what in layman's terms, if you're going 153 miles an hour, those wheels are still going 153 miles an hour. However, by the time that it goes on the inner tarmac, the differential somehow does not kick in, and your wheels are not going to go 153 miles an hour upwards, therefore causing the drifting motion to spin. How do you want to leave that? How do you want to leave that?
What do you mean, how do I want to leave that? What?
How do you want to relieve that problem?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing, is I'm genuinely not sure. I don't know how to adjust on the... I can't adjust on the car because it's fixed.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Now it's just your driving style. That's where it boils down to.
Yeah, and unfortunately my driving style is...
Do you want it to be safe and stick to the outer corner and keep the momentum of the back wheel spinning? Or do you want to risk it a little bit and push forward octagonally, in which case that would be the optimal line.
True. 1 and 2 I'm getting more comfortable with. I say as I hit the wall coming out of 2 because I'm a dumbass.
It's gonna happen, but 3 and 4 is going to be the hard part. But when I said octagonally, don't run it diamonds, you run it octagonally. Have you ever tried running it octagonally instead?
What, like low, high, low, high?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know you can do that with... There's not enough time to get up, down in 3 and 4.
On 1 and 2, you managed to do that. How about 3 and 4?
Now, 1 and 2 are longer, though. You have more track to do it with.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I said. However, you remember in 3 and 4, you're running less speed. Found that person.
That might be why. Maybe I'm trying to carry too much speed into 3 and 4, then.
About that person. You're running speed. You're getting comfortable because it's much better to control it. Sure. But remember, this is a pseudo hairpin.
Kinda, yeah.
Try your best to get your 3 and 4 octagonally.
This thing won't get... I think the tires are... What are my tires at?
Hit it right now just to make sure.
Now, that's the thing I didn't figure on either. Fuel load. I haven't really burned up my fuel load yet, which is fine. Trying to look and see.
You gotta remember at that point. During the race, the car gets lighter. And then it's going to behave very differently by the time you start taking those turns.
Yeah.
Everyone lighter laps. And considering tire health as well, those kind of things. And now, if you're concentrating on the line, try to run it on 25, 50, 75, and 100. Sure, you're going to be pushing out balls to the wall sometimes. However, what you want to do, especially on this track, as any general rule of racing, focus on the corners, not really on the straights. The straights are more for passing. Corners are really just to make sure that you get out faster.
Right. So my tires were actually not that bad. My tires were still good.
Well, you didn't really flat spot anything. You just have to you just have to really just get used to the fact that you need to hexagon the entire damn thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't ask you to shift down on it because you still have momentum.
I can't shift down even if I wanted to because I don't have enough gear for it in third. Third gear's too low. There went the back end. Yep, there went the back end again. Seems to be like when I have new tires, that's more of a problem. As I wore the tires in, that didn't happen. Yep, right there. Look. I am sub 5,000 RPM. And I still have that problem. Like right here's where I need to run. Now I gotta get the car to the low side of the track. I would have held that time. I don't know if I got the tires warm enough now or what. But.
Speaking of Darlington Raceway, apparently there's a race this weekend for Darlington Raceway.
Yeah, that's why it's iRacing, whatever track they're running in real life, iRacing runs as well. Okay. It follows the NASCAR Cup Series schedule almost perfectly. The only thing they didn't follow was the All-Star race.
I'm trying to look at how these guys run through.
But it's actually pretty cool because at Darlington this weekend, it's throwback weekend. So a bunch of them are running old school paint jobs that they don't normally run or haven't been run in years. Maybe that's not a bad idea to look up and see how the pros run it. Well, why don't I just look it up? The trucks are running right now.
The actual NASCARs are running right now too.
The what are?
Xfinity Series.
No. Craftsman Truck Series running tonight. Xfinity's tomorrow.
No, on iRacing.
Oh, Xfinity? Well, Xfinity cars don't drive like trucks, though. The trucks are different.
No, they're next gen.
Trucks... The Xfinity, the next-gen cars will run more like the trucks than the Xfinity will, so...
Yo, someone's rocking the Castro livery.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, that's Brad Keselowski. Shit. Alright, yeah, I need to go.
Well, it's, on iRacing, it's Freddie Bassinez.
Oh, okay, yeah,
these are like A-plus class licenses.
Damn. Alright. Alright, get rid of that. Close. What do we got here? C-Class Trucks is starting, but yeah, I'm not jumping into a thing where there's 92 people racing in this. No, sir. I'm not going to embarrass myself like that. Alright, what's the other one that runs? The other truck series. Pickup, that's at Phoenix. Here we go. C-Class iRacing. Is there another race going on right now? Filter all sessions. Can watch. Yeah, there's nobody in those sessions, dang it. Oh, I got an idea. Let's look up the B and A class trucks. Of course, I don't think there is a A-Class truck series, is there? Nope. I didn't know they do anything.
I remember the Kellogg's 5. Who drives that again?
Who used to drive it or who is driving it?
Who used to drive it? Kellogg's 5.
That used to be Terry Labonte, the Iceman.
Hendrick Motorsports was running it.
Well, yeah, because the 5 is Hendrick Motorsports' number. Labonte drove for Hendrick back in the day. He always drove the Frosted Flakes or Kellogg's number 5 car, most famously Frosted Flakes, but that was back in his Corn Flakes days. Oh, crap. I forgot to send my mom a text. But yeah, there's, because what is it? Now, numbers change over time, but there are some that have never moved. Since the 90s, Hendrick has had the number 5 and the number 24. They also used to have, they got the 88 from Roush Yates back in the day, when Roush and Yates packed it up, and they used that because they wanted Junior to have the 8, but Teresa Earnhardt wouldn't give it up. So when Earnhardt jumped over to Hendrick, they bought the 88 off of Roush and let Junior drive that. But they've since again relinquished the 88. They don't run that anymore. They picked up from Evernham Racing, they picked up the 9 so that Chase Elliott could run the same number as his dad, Bill Elliott. And then, of course, Jimmy Johnson inherited the 48 all those years ago and passed that on to Alex Bowman nowadays. So they've 3 of their 4 numbers, the 8, or not the 8, the 5, the 24, and the 48. Of course, the 24, Jeff Gordon and now William Byron. All of those 3 numbers haven't changed for Hendrick since the 90s. Just like Penske. Penske has always had the 2 and the 12. After a while, when I forget who had that team, I forget, it was a nobody team. There was a nobody team that had the 22 car. Used to be Ward Burton back in the day. Well, eventually that 22 car was bought up by Penske as well, and Penske now runs the 2, the 12, and the 22. No different. Trackhouse Racing has the 1 and the 99, and they also occasionally run the 91 car. Spire has the 71, which is a Trackhouse affiliation. All of these are pretty recent. Trackhouse actually has the rights to the 42, but they don't run that. They could bring the 4. No, I take that back. When the 42 was... When Trackhouse bought Chip Ganassi out, the 42 went to Legacy. So Legacy's got the rights to the 42 through the 44. I think they have the 44 at least. Who else is out there? You got Front Row, who has the 34 and the 38. Who else is there? Oh, RCR has the 3 and the 8. There's nobody who runs a 4 car. 5 is yeah. Oh, that's the other one. Roush Fenway Keselowski has the 6 and the 17 because that makes sense. I forget who LaJoy drives for. There's somebody who's got the 7. 8, 9, 10. Oh, Stuart Haas. They have the 10. Stuart Haas is weird. They have the 14, the 41. What's the other one they have? The 14, the 41.
Got info from Austin Dillon.
That would be 3. He drives the 3 car. The hell's Stuart Haas's other one?
That's where it went.
Yeah. There's pictures of Earnhardt back in the day, and Austin Dillon is in those pictures. His dad is a big cheese at RCR, so I'm trying to think who the hell are. Because you got Briscoe in the 14, Preece in the 41, Almirola in the 10. That's it. There is a 4 car. It's Josh Berry from Stuart Haas. So yeah, you've got the 4, the 10, the 41, and the 14 are Stuart Haas. Man, who the hell else is there? I guess you got the 15 and the 51, which are Rick Ware,
Let's see. What
perennial
do we
back
have here?
marker.
Oh, fuck. 4, 10, 14, 41, 0, and 99.
Not 0, the 1 and the 99.
No, 0.
Nobody
0.
drives a 0 car today.
Cole Custer.
Oh, double 0. You're looking at Xfinity. Cole
Oh,
Custer
yeah.
ain't. Yeah, that's an Xfinity paint job. Nobody
Yeah.
runs that in the Cup Series. Only the Xfinity does the double
Okay.
zero.
So if you're
exist.
running Cup Series, yeah, 4, 10, 14, and 41.
Yeah, 410, 14, 41. That's
Although, it says Barry's retired, though, isn't he?
no. He's in the car for the guy who retired last year. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Happy Kevin Harvick, which was a bit of an ironic name back in the day. He used to be a real hothead. But he took over when Earnhardt passed in 01. The number 3 was retired at RCR. They wouldn't run it for many years.
Because it has a lot of weight.
Yeah, but the thing is the fact is the car itself still existed. They had an entire team ready to run the season for the 3 car and no driver. So they drafted up at the time, Busch Series, which is now the Xfinity Series. They brought up one of their top talents from their lower series before they were ready to do it. And the talent they drafted was none other than Kevin Harvick. Problem is they didn't want to put him in the 3 car. They didn't want to put that number on the side. So they picked the 29. And that's what he ran with RCR for many years, was the 29 car. And then when he went from RCR over to he went from RCR to Stewart Haas, and they bumped him into the 4 car after that. He ran that till he retired. Because on the flip side, you had Ryan Newman, who only ever had 3 rides, I think. Was it 3 or 4? I think it was 3. For the longest time, he ran the Penske number 12. Stewart Haas picked him up for the inaugural few seasons, and he ran the 39 with Stewart Haas. And then after that, Roush Fenway picked him up, and he ran the 6 car for a while. And I think that was because that was what he retired out of, was the 6 car after the Daytona wreck.
I'm actually surprised that you know this much info. But then again, like, you're more of a NASCAR guy than me.
Well, you got to remember, I grew up watching NASCAR in 2003. I can list all 8 victories Ryan Newman had. I can't remember all 11. He had 11 poles and 8 wins in the 2003 season. And that was when I was big into NASCAR. And my driver was like, not only did he have one of the worst wrecks ever. Have you ever seen his wreck at Daytona in 2003?
Who's?
Ryan Newman's.
Hang on. I think I know what you're talking about.
What do you think? There's one very specific thing that makes this wreck unique. It's the rear end housing, which gets ripped from the vehicle. The rear axle ends up laying away from the car. It's a very unique. Yeah. Now you're seeing it. Can I watch this?
Well, it's weird, right?
What?
It doesn't actually look that bad.
You're kidding, right?
I thought there are some NASCARs out there that flip like several different times.
Well, yeah, they're not very rare. They're not very common, though. They're pretty rare events when they flip over that many times. Now, I will say, it was not as bad as Ryan Preece's from last year in the fall. Okay, have you ever seen the wreck that killed Dale Earnhardt? Because I'm here to tell you, the wreck does not look that bad. I mean, when you watch the initial, like, the footage of it, you see the camera, it looks, I mean, yeah, he goes up, he gets a little bit loose, and he goes up and hits the wall. But that's all it looks like. It just looks like he goes up and hits the wall. He doesn't hit it very. From what you're looking at, it's like I mean, it was nobody ever thought they're like, oh, he's in the wall. That sucks. Nobody ever thought that was going to be a fatal accident. I mean, up until the fact where they had a bunch of safety crews out there, and everybody started realizing that nobody was getting out of the car and they were tending to him. Nobody really thought twice about it. They were all excited watching the race. It was like, oh, it sucked that he hit the wall, but until something was actually visibly wrong, nobody really noticed anything different. It didn't look that serious. At least from the outside. Obviously, we know it was. But I've seen, hell, I watched bigger wrecks in person at my local sprint track. Like, it just did not look this.
All right, I was going to say, it did not look bad. But, like,
did you just watch it?
Was it because there's no Hans equipment here yet?
That's exactly what it is. Yes, that's what what the Hans device helps protect against is basilar skull fractures, which is what killed the Intimidator. It was just when he went up and hit the wall, it crushed his head in. But
the moment after this is like literally when Hans was
that was pretty much what
now.
That was pretty much what everybody. That's when it became like mainstream to run the Hans was when Earnhardt passed. Everybody's like, oh shit, there might actually be something to this thing because that's not
it was back
good.
already at F1 at 1996.
Yeah,
after Senna's 1995 after Senna's death, Hans was on F1.
Yeah, it was invented, and a lot of NASCAR drivers, I think Earnhardt Jr. was using it, but Earnhardt wasn't. The old because Earnhardt Jr. being the younger guy, he was more willing to accept the change, and it was a safety thing. Whereas Earnhardt Sr. really didn't like it because it was uncomfortable. It limited his field of view. He didn't like it because of how restrictive it was at the time, because the early Hans devices weren't as good as they are now in terms of ergonomics and comfort. So he didn't like it very much and decided to not use it. And ultimately, that's what did him in. If he had one on, he'd probably be alive today.
Probably shooting the shit with the king.
Pretty much, yeah. Who knows? That could be cool if him and you could have because Petty just got out of owning NASCAR teams. He sold off his team to none other than the only other living 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion, Jimmy Johnson. If the Intimidator was still alive, that would have been a cool thing if like DEI and at the time Petty GMS could have teamed up with Jimmy Johnson. That would truly be Legacy Motor Club. Because it would be the only 3 7-time champions all working together. That would be really cool.
But yeah, no time to reflect on it in the past because, like, damn, dude. Listen to your lessons learned and.
Oh, I know. I'm just
what it shouldn't and shouldn't have.
Well, because you can't change the past. It always makes you wonder what could have been, and that's one of those ones where it's always super interesting to think about because he's so. Okay.
A lot of shit had to happen so much.
Well, he's only one of
in
3.
2001. A lot of shit has to happen so much in 2001 that it's just we want to forget it. We want to forget 2001 so bad.
Oh yeah. Well,
if you think about it,
it's sad. Yeah, it's not. It wasn't a good year, but it's like, okay, it always makes you wonder, what if? What if that never happened, or what if it went differently, or okay, like I said. There are only 3 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champions in history. 2 of them just so happen to both own, at one point, the same NASCAR team, and the younger of the 2 just bought him out. But outside of that, they're the only 2 people. That's why Jimmy Johnson named his team Legacy Motor Club. They're the only 2 alive with the 7-time championship. Like, that's huge.
Jimmy Johnson, Richard Petty, and Maury Gallagher.
No, not Maury Gallagher.
Well, it says Maury Gallagher.
The hell's
Owner.
Who the hell's Maury Gallagher? Oh, owner. Yeah, owner. Well, I think Petty must still have a few last.
He's the ambassador now.
Interesting.
Cal Wells is the CEO. And they own 42, 43, 84.
Yeah, because 42, 40...
Jimmy Johnson's is still a part-time racer. Hello.
Yeah, he still runs a handful of races. He's not very good anymore though, because he retired before the new car debuted, so he really doesn't have a lot of seat time in the new car, and the new car is a completely different animal. So I got to see I got to see one of the only 3 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champions drive in person at Charlotte last year. Jimmy Johnson was on track, and he spun out and coming out of turn 2 at like lap 40.
Hilarious attempt on this one, by the way. He tried Extreme E.
Jimmy Johnson did?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's pretty much... They call Richard Petty the King. They call Dale Earnhardt the Intimidator. Do you know what Jimmy Johnson's nickname is?
Who?
7-time.
That's it?
That's it. But because of that,
wow.
he is in a class of only 3. Nobody else has ever come close to those 3. So pretty much he has free reign to do whatever the fuck he feels like. So he just races whenever he feels like and whatever he feels like. He's had seat time in Lewis Hamilton's F1 car.
Valid.
Because Hamilton got seat time in his Cup car back in the day, which was cool. Back when Lewis was still driving for McLaren. What was the other one they did? He's raced in the 24 hours of Le Mans.
He cleared out 2018 Goodwood Speed Week with a NASCAR, and he placed 7th.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, he raced and completed the 24 hours of Le Mans with Garage 56 last year. He was one of their 3 drivers for Hendrick. Because that was Hendrick who fielded Garage 56. That wasn't NASCAR as a whole. That was Hendrick who fielded that car. That's why it ran. Did you notice what number the actual car number was for Garage 56? Because it wasn't 56.
5 or 80 something?
Nope, was neither of those. Wonder Boy, 24. The most famous.
Jesus.
The most famous number in Hendrick Motorsports history. Jeff Gordon's 24 is what they ran.
The Gordy, yeah.
Yep. Some of the nicknames they get in NASCAR are really good, and some are really stupid. Okay, I think it's David Pearson, the Silver Fox. Like, okay, that's pretty cool. The King, the Intimidator. Like, I kind of like that. Tony Stewart, they call him Smoke. Like, that's a cool nickname. And then you get, because I forget who it was in the booth, somebody called Eric Jones That Jones Boy. So that's his nickname now, That Jones Boy. Like, that's a terrible name.
And then we got Awesome Bill from Dawsonville.
That one's pretty good. That one's Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. They also called him, because his name was Bill, he actually won the first ever Winston Million, so they also called him $1 Million Bill, which I thought was really good. Handsome Harry Gant. That's another good one, because he was well, you saw Harry Gant, remember? Cannonball Run, I pointed him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. I'm trying to think, who else was it? Oh, Daryl Waltrip. Jaws. Because he loved to run his mouth and get himself in trouble by talking shit. So they called him Jaws. I'm trying to remember, what was Tim Richmond's nickname? He's kind of our hometown hero around here. Being that he was from Ohio. He was
the first stupid... here's the one of the stupid names. Mark Martin. Apparently what he calls himself.
Oh, what was the? It wasn't a name he gave himself, but I've heard this and I can't remember what it was. The kid, the kid.
It was the kid before, but like it was the kid. But you know what his name was before?
No idea.
And
What was it?
Epic swag. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah, no. It says. Oh, his Twitter got hacked. That's why.
Okay, that would do it.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it.
Oh,
But
funny, I
yeah,
forgot about that. Timothy Lee Richmond, driver from Ashland, Ohio. That's where the Grandpa's Cheese Barn place is. Like the place from the memes. I've driven
Gotcha.
past here before. That's hilarious. I didn't realize he was from. I knew he was from Ohio, but I didn't realize he was from there. That's cool. I know where that's at. Damn, that's cool. I wish. Tyler Reddick is running a Tim Richmond throwback this weekend. I wish he would have done the Folgers coffee one, but he picked kind of an obscure one. It's not as good, I don't think.
There's another one. Awesome chase from the same place.
Yeah, because that's Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. That's his son, Chase Elliott. So it's
yeah.
Awesome
Bill
Chase
Elliott and
from
Chase Elliott.
yeah. So it's Awesome Bill from Dawsonville and Awesome Chase from the same place because they both
makes
still live in
sense.
Dawsonville. I wonder, is there
Yeah,
any
they
other?
haven't moved out.
Okay, here's a stupid one. Uh, uh,
The Blue Deuce.
no, that's a nickname of the car. That's actually pretty good because the car is used to always be blue, and it was the 2, so it was always the Blue Deuce, which was good. But how about okay? There's a good one, the Rocket Man. That was Ryan Newman because of his qualifying habits, which he was always really fast in. They had Bad Brad Keselowski, which was good. But the one I hate. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Kurt the Outlaw Busch. That was a good one. The one I hate though. Joey Logano. They call him Sliced Bread. That is seriously his nickname. They call him Sliced Bread.
Sliced bread.
Yeah, because he's supposedly the greatest thing since. And I fucking hate that. It's so stupid.
Actually, a pretty smart one was actually the Melon Man.
Yeah,
Just because
the Melon Man, Ross Chastain. That one's a good one. Now this one isn't a particular person, but the Alabama gang, which was that one's cool. I like that one.
What was the story for that?
Oh, let me look it up. What it is they were the guys who ran the best down at they were the guys who ran the best at oh, what the hell? Yeah, at Talladega.
AMS?
In Talladega, Alabama.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And they all lived down there. It was Bobby and Donnie Allison and Red Farmer. And then as they kind of cycled through, they kind of gave the title down. And it ended up being their son, one of their kids, Davey Allison, Bobby's son. And they also picked up Neil Bonnet as well. And Hut Strickland, I guess, is the other one. Yeah, there you go. In total, that group of 6 drivers have 132 NASCAR Cup Series wins.
No wonder.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. It's not a name of a driver, it's the name of a track. The only track that's too tough to tame. They call it the Lady in Black. Darlington Raceway.
That's what you're having trouble with.
Yep. Of course, the Intimidator, the Rainbow Warrior, which was the paint scheme of Jeff Gordon back in the day. What is this one?
Speedy Gonzalez.
Here you go. Who do you think the Cat in the Hat is?
Uh, oh God.
This is a name you know. I guarantee you've heard this name before. He's not. I'll give you this. He's not a driver. He's a team owner. You give up?
Hang on. Fuck. No, it starts with an R, but it's the wrong R I'm thinking of. I'm blanking. Who is it?
Well, it's Mr. Panama Hat himself, Jack Roush.
Okay, there is an R. Okay.
Yep. Here you go. Who do you think Mr. Excitement is? This is due to his aggressive and reckless driving style, who had 478 career starts and only 2 wins in his whole career.
Mr. Excitement?
Yep.
Really?
This name you've probably never heard. Mr. Jimmy Spencer. Known in my days for driving around old Mongo, the number 7 Sirius satellite radio Dodge.
So his starts were good, but he just doesn't finish.
Pretty much, yeah. He started a lot of races and never did very well.
Is the same? He's suffering the same curse with the number 11 Pennzoil. Pennzoil.
No, there was never. Number 11 never had the Pennzoil. Number 1 had the Pennzoil. That was Steve Park.
No, it was a yellow one this year too. I forget which one that is.
Maybe the 22.
Was it the 22?
That would be Joey Logano, and the 22 number. The number 22 Pennzoil Shell Ford Mustang Dark Horse for Penske Racing.
Oh yeah, Pennzoil. Yeah.
Ooh, there's a good one. This was the one you've probably heard before. I know you've at least heard of this driver, Rowdy.
Rowdy, a little bit. Little bit.
That would be none other than Kyle Busch. All right, I look. This is on NASCAR's official website. So yeah,
I was gonna say there's
Jaws.
Like, who has Happy again?
Kevin Harvick. Ooh, there we go. Richard the King Petty versus Swervin' Ernie Irvin. I like that. Yeah, Tony Stewart. Yeah, who beats sliced bread easily. Good. Oh, there you go.
And we got
Buddy Baker, the Gentle Giant. That one's good.
Yeah. Obviously, we have Bubba. Bubba's just simple, but effective.
Yeah. Here's a guy, never did very good in NASCAR, but he was really good at qualifying. They called him Front Row Joe Nemechek.
That's good at qualifying, but not the rest of the...
Yeah, that's where Ryan Newman got his nickname. They called him Rocket Man Ryan Newman because the dude... Well, seriously, in 36 races in 2003, Ryan Newman held 11 of the 36 pole awards.
Gonna be hilarious, but I'm gonna need to follow Cody Ware now.
Ooh, that one's good. Fireball Roberts. I don't even know what his first name is. That's what everybody just calls him. Fireball Roberts. That's good.
But apparently he got arrested.
Oh, yeah. He was in a lot of legal trouble a couple years ago.
Cody Ware?
Yeah, for like really bad things. He was suspended by NASCAR, the governing body of NASCAR, bad things.
Huh? What the fuck happened?
Something to do with violence and his girlfriend. I will leave it at that for Twitch TOS purposes. You can look it up if you want to know.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Yeah, there he goes. The Rocket Man. In the 2000s, Ryan Newman was fun to watch in qualifying. Career high 11 poles during his sophomore 2003 season and 51 pole awards in his career. Man won the pole 51 times. That is ridiculous. Well, there you go. Here you go. This is another one. He's a team owner. It's not the Cat in the Hat. This is the captain.
The captain.
Yep, I'll give you. He is the team owner of the current reigning back-to-back NASCAR Cup Series championship teams. He owns 43 national championships amongst all racing series in general.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. Hang on. Okay. Yeah.
Mr. Roger Penske. Ooh, this is the last good one. Iron Man. This dude ran in a Martinsville race so brutal, he nearly passed out.
What is still the fastest NASCAR track to date nowadays?
Talladega. Without a doubt.
Talladega is the fastest.
Yes, Talladega to this day holds the fastest race ever recorded, the fastest flying lap ever recorded, the fastest average speed ever recorded, and believe it or not, it was set in like 1992 by Bill Elliott in a Ford Thunderbird. His average speed around Talladega, average speed for a lap, 212 miles an hour. They won't run that fast anymore. That was the start of restrictor plate racing because they realized, oh shit, this is kind of dangerous. But yeah, the Iron Man made 788 consecutive Cup Series starts between 1981 and 2005 and was only finally beaten by Jeff Gordon in 2015. That's why they called him the Iron Man. Driver of the number 32 Tide Ride, Ricky Rudd. I should do announcing for something. I love talking with that announcer voice. That's fun. To just have like those drawn out, you know.
Before you start giving some other drivers in our group like nicknames. Yeah, I'm not that cool, and I'm not that cool in anybody's guess. I suppose.
I wouldn't say that. It just, I don't know. Most people, unless you're a big name, okay, like, you have to be the best of the best in NASCAR to get a nickname like this. You don't just pick up a nickname for doing nothing. There's a reason, okay, you know, they call Jeff Gordon Wonder Boy. I mean, the dude came in his rookie year and damn near won the championship. And it's like, oh, yeah, he kind of knows what he's doing. He's really, really good. It's a wonder how he's even doing this in his rookie year. So, some of those, Nick, but, okay, you have to be... We're talking about Jeff freaking Gordon, Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt. These are legends of sports. And you got to be on their level to get a nickname like that. It's not that we shouldn't have nicknames, it's just that when you're dealing with something like that, you're dealing with a tough thing to do, you know, because just how good these people are at what they've done. Setting the bar high.
You know, it's hilarious. The only Formula One driver that has a nickname, and it's funny because it's translated to the NASCAR nicknames.
Who is it? Oh, actually, I do know. It's the Iceman, Kimi Räikkönen.
Yep, that's the only one.
None of the others have one, really.
None of the others have the Iceman, right?
Well, no, I mean none of the others have a nickname other than in F1. Nobody else
Yeah,
has one.
just Kimmy. Just Kimmy.
I mean, there's Checo. I think that counts.
Checo's the only one too.
I mean, everybody calls him Sir Lewis. I know it's more of a
Sir
title,
Lewis
but that's
nowadays.
kind of like a nickname. Does da 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 count as a nickname?
I mean, Max. People just call him Max.
Yeah, that's just a name though. That doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of.
Nando is another one.
Yeah, Nando. I didn't think about that. That's again. It's more just like shortened names though.
Yeah, it's just shortened names, but the only one that's good is the Iceman, because he's the only one that has a title.
Yeah.
Title nickname, not anybody else. Which is surprising.
Pretty much, yeah. It's tricky.
But then again, he used to race for NASCAR, so I guess there is that time that he
Well,
made that title.
It's not necessarily that he raced for NASCAR, that he had a one-off race in NASCAR with none other than probably the most unique team in NASCAR right now, the absolute mad lads at Trackhouse Racing. Trackhouse is the fun drunk uncle of NASCAR. They just kind of do whatever the fuck they feel like, and they have a lot of fun with it. Like, they're the only team that have unique victories. Okay, there's Kyle Busch has a thing. If he wins, he does a bow. He's from Las Vegas, and it's kind of a thing to honor performers. That's kind of his bit. Is he likes to put on a show for the fans. So when he wins, he takes a bow to thank the fans.
The reserve car number 91. That's the one in fucking Trackhouse Racing. That's no driver.
Yeah,
So
well that's because
that-
what it is it's Project 91. It's their extra car that they have exhibition racers run in. So at one point they had Kimi Räikkönen run it at Watkins Glen a couple years back. As a matter of fact, that 91 car went to victory lane last year with none other than Australian supercar driver Shane Van Gisbergen taking it to victory at the Chicago Street Course.
Motherfucker.
He won
Actually carried a NASCAR.
Well, he won in his first NASCAR start ever. Shane Van Gisbergen had never driven a NASCAR before and
Looking his
won.
name up real quick. Looking at his name up real quick. He also did pretty decent in Indianapolis. He did pretty decent in Indianapolis.
Who, Shane?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do bad at Indy. But okay, who do you know walks into their very first NASCAR race ever?
NASCAR race and wins.
Never been behind the wheel of a stock car other than a practice session, and is just like, "What up? I'm here to play. Give me your victory." I think he was only the second driver in NASCAR history to win their first ever race that they entered, and the only other one to ever do it was like back in the 50s or something. I'm like, that's an insane stat. Who the hell does that?
Okay, let's be fair here. Okay, if your main driver had to change the rules of NASCAR, then they're a fun team. So they're pretty sure that they could probably cut costs over here in half and actually like, hey, guess what? We have our third car. Go at it.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. That's where that's kind of the idea of Project 91, is to allow Trackhouse to bring in, okay, I can't remember all of who they've driven for.
I'd be laughing If
Okay, at Coda
if they
this
bring
year,
in
do you know who was racing at Coda this year?
who?
Kamui Kobayashi.
For fuck's sake,
He
dude.
was in a Cup Series race in March.
For fuck's sake.
I'm not making this up. That's where it's insane. Are these people? They bring in these people to try stuff out. Also raced in NASCAR at some point under those like exhibition drivers. Connor Daly, Mike Rockenfeller. Oh, who else has done it? There's been a lot of them. Oh, Boris said. I'm trying to think. There's been a bunch of people who've come in and raced in NASCAR for like one-offs and road course ringers and stuff like that. Hell, okay, are you familiar with dirt racing at all?
A bit? Why?
You maybe know the name Superman, Jonathan Davenport? He's like the best Lucas Pro Mod driver, I think. What is it? Is it Pro Mods or is it stocks?
Well, okay, if you think about it, if they're dirt ovals, yeah, it would make sense. You just need to translate it back to.
Well, no, because they brought him in as a dirt race ringer for Bristol Dirt last year when they raced cup cars on the dirt. Because yeah, they did that for 3 years, and it was weird.
I remember that. I remember Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yep.
Yeah, it was all bad.
Yeah, because they had
It was all bad.
Cletus had the Freedom 500 up there, or it was the Danger Ranger race.
Yeah.
He had that Danger Ranger race that ended up having a massive flip on like lap 2, where that truck went as high as the fence.
I forgot to tell you. Cletus's track had like several cease and desists now.
Oh, the Freedom Factory?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
He had to literally talk to official states nowadays because, like, he couldn't protect his property because dumbasses at the housing, I think it was some sort of housing committee, decided to build like housing around his track, which does not make sense because he actually owns that land.
Yeah, but leave it to Karens to move in and ruin everything. What is it? People street race. People complain about the street racing. Racers build a racetrack to quit street racing. People build homes next to racetrack. Complain about noise. Racetrack gets shut down. People start street racing. People start complaining about people street racing. Racers build racetrack. You see where this is going? Well, that's what I was going to say earlier. You asked why Darlington was such a weird shape? When this track was built, way back in the 60s or 50s, whenever the hell it was built, the guy who bought all the land couldn't get one person to sell at the scheduled entrance of Turn 4, right where the grandstands were supposed to be. He couldn't get the landowner to give up the little pond that he had on that piece of property. So, rather than scrap the whole idea of making his dream racetrack, the guy who built Darlington was just like, I mean, why don't I just build that end of the track narrower, and I'll build the other end of the track wider. And that's how Darlington got its weird shape. Was just because the guy didn't want to give up building his racetrack, so he just built it on the property he did have permission to. I think that little lake's actually still there today. Darlington owns it now, but I think they kept it there. Ow! Hi, Bunny. Thank you for the bonk and the head pats and the hydrate.
She likes to whack your head.
Yeah, that's her way of saying hi, and it's kind of like a hug for her. That's how she says hi. And thank you for the stretch as well.
In other news, apparently Gabe Newell lost a lot of weight.
Who?
The owner of Valve.
Oh, that guy. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, crap. I must have been sitting on my... That sucks.
What's wrong?
Let's just put it this way. I went to shift my weight, and my first thought was, oh, nuts.
Yeah, he did lose a lot of weight. What the fuck?
Interesting.
No, Gabe Newell lost a lot of fucking weight. What the hell?
Huh. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate, Bunny. Appreciate it.
How big is Gabe? Those headphones look tiny. Well, Gabe is like 6 feet. He's a giant man. But yeah, I'm just browsing around Twitter nowadays, or right now as we speak. How's your Darlington going right now?
I haven't been running it long. I've been talking to you. I think this is only like lap 5. 13. I've been at it longer than I thought. Still can't break into the 29-second mark, so. The fast guys I saw yesterday were, yep, there it went again.
Fast guys you saw yesterday was running about 27s.
28s.
Were they?
But I think that was also.
Oh yeah, because I was looking at fucking Cup cars, not Truck Series. Yeah.
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go into like a live practice session instead, and see if I can maybe get in. And I'm not gonna race. I was gonna try to race, but I'm not gonna try to race. I'm gonna go into that Maconi setup shop C class, but I'm gonna run a practice sesh. There's 5 people in this lobby, which will be good because that's not too big. I don't have to worry about anything crazy. Like, this isn't ranked. It's not going to cost me anything if I screw up. But there also will be other trucks on track. I can watch them race, see who's fast, see who isn't, see what lap times are, and see if I can get a realistic idea of what's going to be happening here. Oh my god. Wow, I have genuinely crushed that testicle. That is not nice. That is painful. Ow. The fuck. I had this problem a while back. I had to basically walk naked, bow-legged around my house for a while, trying to let everything go back to where it's supposed to. I've got everything all torqued up. It's not fun. Jesus. There's a B class with a 2.89 safety rating and a 400 I rating in this lobby. Yikes. Alright, well, that's garage. This is a fixed race. Okay. So, yeah, you can't change anything. You can change steering, offset, brake bias. And that's it. Alright. Chris Pfaff is who I'm looking for. He's not live. Okay. Here's a guy running slightly faster than I am. This guy just ran a 30.1, who's the fastest on track right now. And is he seriously just running the bottom? Huh. Oh. He's not running at full speed. Ooh, wait, that
Losing my
guy.
freaking.
That guy in the 3 is fast though. He ran a 29.9.
I'm losing my freaking.
Interesting. Rodillo Rivas. This guy's quick. Let's watch him. He just ran a 29.9. Let's see where this guy's running. That was a 30.0. Huh. Still a 30-second lap. All right. Let's go out and see how we do.
I'm going to the restroom. Okay. Because. Yeah. Okay, great.
Okay. Whoa. Holy crap, that was close. Whoo. Jesus.
No, Soji, I should take you to a Korean barbecue restaurant whenever you're here. I'm just letting you know that because you haven't experienced that yet, haven't you? Like you haven't experienced like basically Asian restaurants, like appropriate Asian restaurants, right?
No, not yet. I haven't.
Mm. You know, it's kind of really hard to find like other VTubers that are into racing.
Yeah.
like very hard.
Oh yeah. What? Saying I exited the pits unsafely because I had to go around a guy driving out of them. Fine.
Here's a daily reminder that Ito usually goes above and beyond his voice acting.
Yeah.
Or Max Metalman, rather. Hey, Baggy, what's your job? I'm a digital artist. And then it's actually people thinking that it's AR. It's like, no, it's just me trying to struggle drawing a circle for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember being stressed out like that. You got into guns a little bit, Shoji. Did you know that there's actually a mag release shotgun or assault shotgun now?
It's a what?
A mag released assault shotgun or mag carried assault shotgun. Mag carried assault shotgun. Yes.
I did not know that was a thing. No.
A gun called Gen 12 by
Interesting.
Genesis.
Never heard of it before.
It gets loaded by magazine. The slug shells, the casings are in a magazine.
Huh. Yeah, never heard of that before. Interesting concept.
Neuron activation. I thought this was a photo. Hey, you want to look at something cool real quick?
Sure, send them my way.
Okay. Just look at it from afar, from your Discord, and tell me, is this a photo? Just from your Discord.
Well, I'm driving right now. I'll have to look in a minute.
Okay. Well, Discord doesn't really do it justice, but just look at the 370s in its entirety, just by itself.
Okay.
Just look at the 370Z. I thought this was a fucking photo, dude.
Whoa, that's a painting.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
a freaking painting.
That's really cool. I like that. What the hell? Yeah, that looks cool as hell.
Got another one for you. If you get this joke, like.
Oh, because it's sour, so it's sucking in. That's funny. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Back in a sec.
小镇玩生活，上面有冰淇淋。
I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm not going to be able to keep racing, I don't think, tonight. It's the way I'm sitting. As soon as I got up and I walked around a little bit, and I'm feeling more comfortable now. It's the way I'm sitting. Something is not comfortable tonight.
Sorry,
So.
sorry, I'm laughing at something. Um,
You're good. Good night, Bunny. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.
Night, Bunny. Also, Soji, so
Yeah.
like Patrick made like this really big pizza, right?
Uh-huh.
And then SpongeBob got impressed and he asked, Patrick, how did you make this? And Patrick answered, somebody left a 40-foot pineapple in the middle of the road.
Yep, that would do it, all right. That's unfortunate.
Made it at SpongeBob's house. Get fucked.
SpongeBob going to be homeless tonight.
Patrick, I swear to God.
All right. Like I said, Sadie, I'm going to call it a night. I can't keep racing with the way I'm having problems tonight. I need to be up and moving right now, apparently. I'll be glad. I've
Just remember,
I've been having these problems
like, if
off and
you're
on for a few weeks now, and it's like I just can't seem to get things the way I want to because I'm constantly re-irritating the issue.
just what do you call it? Just take your time with your body. Just listen to your body. Okay.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna call it a night for now. I'm gonna raid out. I'm gonna go raid Crutch, and she's doing a birthday thing. So
Crutch is still doing birthday thing.
well, Crutch is. Last week was Bunny. This week is Crutch.
Oh.
Alrighty. I get the old raid queued up. Oh,
All right, Soji. I'll see you then. Okay. You
Yeah.
have a good night's sleep.
Have a good night, Sadie. Alright, Crutches. I've only got one viewer, so I'm just gonna call it a night. Have a good night, everybody. I'm out.